Hey whippersnappers, welcome back. This is part 2 of my walkthrough of Neverwinter as a Warlock, levels 1 to 20. We left off with playing Geezer. He had just hit level 2 and we were about to go do some training, do this little training tutorial deal. Inside, we're in Protector's Enclave. We just talked to Captain Knox, or Sergeant Knox, sorry. Promoted him. And now we're going to complete combat training in the training room. That's this thingy. Let's go in there. This is going to explain some more stuff about how we do things in the game. Talk to this guy. So the first thing we need to do is work on keeping us alive. Understood. So this talks about dodging, and in the previous video I talked about this how it uses stamina, and you press down on the left trigger. I'm sorry, the left joystick, not trigger. Combat basics, use the left to dodge incoming attacks, like that. So when they attack, you see the red thing on the ground, you got to get out of the way. I didn't do that one, I was distracted by talking. There, dodged it. Okay. So we'll try one more time. Oh, I screwed up. One more time. There's no penalty to failing this stuff, it's just training. So it doesn't matter how long it takes you. Alright, speak to this guy again.
Fine work. Next,
and you can keep trying and trying until you get it, so you're proficient with how to do that stuff. Alright, so this talks about combat advantage. So I was talking about this a little bit in the previous video too, where if you get surrounded, like if someone's in front of you and someone's behind you, like this, see the guy that I'm attacking, there's me behind him and the guy in front of him. If you then attack him, you're going to do extra damage. Same applies to you. If somebody's in front of you and behind you, you're going to take extra damage by them. So it is not a good idea to get surrounded. If you're getting surrounded, get out of the way. Use your special movement ability to back up or move to the side or something so that nobody's in front of you and behind you. You'll survive longer that way. Alright, so we're doing special techniques now. It has to do with soul sparks, which I never really bothered with too much when I was playing this before as a warlock. I don't really care for the soul spark thing, and you don't have to go that route. Like, there are different abilities that you get eventually that don't use the soul spark mechanic. So, but this says use R1 to do your class mechanic. So I'm holding down R1, or actually just pressed R1 once, and that's all you have to do. Talk to this guy. And now, mounts. This is going to talk about a mount ability. We have a mount combat power. In the last video, when we equipped the mount that we got, I showed you the powers that you get, and then you'll have more to choose from. So now that we have a mount, see where that arrow's pointing, we have an ability, that combat power, and you use it by pressing up on the D-pad when you're in combat. And it activates whatever that ability is. And if you get really high quality mounts, the abilities are pretty good. And they take a while to come back, like they have a cooldown, but they're pretty cool.
This adventuring thing really comes easy.
Action points. So we're gonna use daily powers. So that big 20-sided die glowy thingy in the center of the screen there is showing that your daily powers are active. So what you do to activate a daily power is you hold down the left L1 button above the trigger and press either triangle or square, and it will activate your daily power. And then the daily powers recover. You recover action points, which are what are used for your daily power. You recover action points over time as you fight other things.
Oh, well done indeed.
And then we're done. We're done with training.
That's about all I can teach you for now.
And that was it.
Next we meet, I expect you to
That's all we had to do. It was just basically showing us how our different abilities, some of our different abilities that we have now, how they work and how to make the most of them. How to make the most of them. All right, Sergeant Knox again.
Protector's Enclave needs
What should I do next?
Ha! Eureka! That's
We're gonna talk to. Yeah, we completed that training day. Grave news. All right, we're gonna go to the Neverdeath Graveyard and speak to somebody new.
I believe she is now working towards
Go to Neverdeath Graveyard.
Neverdeath Graveyard. A troop of my
Little
gods
trail.
returned from there with
So everything you can interact in the world has these little floating motes of light, little sparkly thingies around them. I'll explain some more about that when we encounter some things out in the world, because there will be little things out there that you can find too. Where's it sending us? It's sending us over there. Okay, first I'm going to do something else. I'm going to get my mount. There's my horsey. And if you... Alright, so let me explain this. If you, like I did a long time ago when this game first came out, like, I don't know, 10 years ago or something, I pre-ordered the game, and that gave me some special stuff. If you buy any packs in the game, or you pre-ordered, or anything like that, you have to pick up those things that you got. You have to come see this person right here, the reward claims agent, and they will give you your special stuff. So see, for instance, I have this Champion of the North supplies, and I have this Onyx outfit, which I don't really care about those. I can't get that, but this promo thing that's flashing, I can get this Way of the Drow choice pack and this Renegade Illusionist companion. Companions are explained later in the game, but I'm going to take him now because they're very helpful. And then this, let's see. Oh yeah, this is going to be good too. I'm going to take this. And then I can't get any of this stuff. Okay, so now that I did that, let's go back to where it wants me to go, but I'm going to, before we get there, I'm going to equip some stuff to show you what I just picked up. Let's go down here back to the little square area. Okay, go to my inventory, show you the things I just got. I had this Illusionist and this Way of the Drow choice pack. I'm going to open that, and now I choose one of these things. Epic Insignia. What is that? Oh, it's just a hairstyle. Another hairstyle. This unlocks the Renegade Drow race if I wanted to play a Renegade Drow. And this is the one I'm going to take. This actually gives me a companion named Drizzt Do'Urden, the Dark Elf from famous Dungeons and Dragons lore. So I'm going to take that guy. Hello, Drizzt. Let's bind him to our account. New companion, Drizzt. Binding him. We're going to just leave his name the same. Because what else would it be? I'm also going to bind this guy and leave his name as Renegade Illusionist. Alright, let me show you those. Under character, you go to companions. And then I don't have anybody summoned currently. You can only have one at a time. Square buttons for summoning. You can either summon one of the two that I've got. Drizzt is a better quality. So his purple name versus green. Purple is better. I think it goes green, blue, purple, orange, cyan, I think. Anyway, Drizzt is better than the Illusionist, so I'm going to take him. And then you can also give them equipment, and shows you bonuses that you're getting for different guys. As you get equipment, you'll slot those things in there. It'll make them stronger. Yeah, you can upgrade them if you have all the right stuff. Anyway, so now there's Dritz. He will fight with me, follow me around and fight with me, which is really cool. All right, so now we're gonna go to the Neverdeath Graveyard. We're going to back up. Any of these gates. There are a bunch of gates in the city. If you look in the lower right there at the map, there's a little diamond shape. That's one of the gates. That's this gate. And see the bar has a sparkly thing over it, meaning you can interact with it. Press X to travel. This will bring up a map and show all these different areas that you'll eventually be able to go to. Right now there's just Protector's Enclave and Neverdeath Graveyard, so we're going to go to this place. And when it's highlighted, see it shows you on the map, and it says, see where it says Grave News with that arrow? That means that's the current, or that's a mission quest that you have that is associated with that area. Right? Okay, so we're going to go there. And fight some more undead. We're gonna skip this. Okay. Let's get on the horsey. We just gotta ride up over here to talk to this guy. Speak with Doom Guide Warlock. Hello, Doom Guide Warlock. Grave news complete. Now, some Doom Guides are missing. Hey, look, if we complete this, see what this says. The rewards is level 3. And Flames of Empowerment and some money. So if we complete this quest, we'll be level 3. You can talk to him and find out more about what's going on here and other stuff. Oh, and one other thing I want to show you. So you know all that sparkly stuff you've seen that you can interact with. Here's a thing you can interact with. Graveyard History. That is called lore. And there are lots of pieces of lore. Oops, I need to get rid of this. Somebody wants me to join them in a guild. Meh, I'll skip for now. Anyway, lore. You can find lots of it around in the world, all the little sparkly things. I would interact with every single thing you can. You get bonuses for certain things. I'm never really sure like how many of one thing I'm going to need, so I just interact with everything I can. And hopefully it adds up to something in the end. Alright, so we're going to find out that. We're going to start searching for the lost Doom Guides. I'm going to go to the Rift, which is up this way. I'm really glad they have these sparkly trails everywhere, because if they didn't, I would get lost. Alright, so see lower right, there's that blue circle. That's where we need to go. That's where the trail's leading. And this area shows where that circle starts. And it's pointing to this banner. Stains on the fabric. There's some undead showing up. I'm gonna smack them down. I've got this ability now where these things spin around me, so stuff that gets nearby, they get hurt if they stand next to me. You'd think they would learn, but they don't. Alright, so they're done. Look for more clues, it says. So we're gonna ride up to there. Doop, 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 doop. Follow the trail, go around the trail, around the corner. Fight these guys. Death-pledged gnolls. So the triangle button, the top button, is my favorite big hand that smacks stuff down. The circle is the thing that spins around me. And the square is my encounter power that it damages bad guys, but also gives me health back. So I often save that for if I'm getting damaged. Get a little top up, the top off there of my health. I find it's early stuff. You don't get hurt too much, so I don't need to use it that often. So now we gotta go inside the crypt. And there's some stuff right here. Smack that guy down. And the dude with the arrow shoots at me. Alright. So I'm looking for anything on the ground I can interact with. Oh, and that reminds me about there are plenty of traps in some of these dungeons that if you're not paying attention, they will hurt you and cause injuries to you that persist. So you want to keep your eyes open, keep your eyes peeled. Alright, so this is the main dude in the crypt we wanted to stop. And I'm gonna target him from way over here. And then go up close. And knock him on his butt, maybe. Yep. I love knocking things on their butts. Because if they can't get up, they can't hurt me. He's half dead. Get out of there, guys. You stay on the ground. You just stay on the ground, mister. Nope. Down you go. He's done. Okay. So even after you kill the big thing, there's often his minions, their minions to deal with. Not always. Sometimes when you kill the big bad thing, the minions go away. They just die. But often there's still stuff left around that you've got to fight. Okay, talk to this guy. Doom guy, we found you.
Not sure how much longer
We rescued you. Alright, so now a lot of the times in these crypts and dungeons and things, there will be a portal at the end in the boss room. So you don't have to go all the way back through. You can just go through this portal and that will take you back outside, which is a big time saver. So let's go back and return to the Doom Guide. Warlock. And we're going to be level 3. Boom, level 3. Let's see how much time we've spent. Alright, not enough yet. Okay, so we've got 3, there are now 3 quests. Rest in Peace. And A Lich's Lament. Investigate Magical Artifact. The Undead and the Dying. Rescue more Doom Guides. They sure don't keep track of their Doom Guides very well. So the first set of quests, first quest in the set, I should say, consecrate Northfield, Southfield, Westfield. Let me show you something. If you press Options to bring up to your main menu, we've leveled up. So see that, let me back up. See that helmet, the glowing helmet next to character sheet, that means you have points to distribute for your character. So under stats, you press L2 or R2, you can get to stats, and you can increase your ability score. So it says points available 2. So let's go in there. So because intelligence and charisma are my 2 main stats that for my warlock, I'm going to increase those. So every level you go up and you get, or sorry, every 3 levels, I guess it is, you get 2 more stats to distribute. But then at, what is it? It's like, oh yeah, I see. At level 6, we'll get another 2 points. At level 9, we'll get a point for everything, every stat. And then 2 at level 12, 2 at 14, and then at 16 we'll get 1 point for everything, and then 2 at 18 and 2 at 20. And then we're done. Yes, I'm sure. Okay. So I'll also show you this. This shows under gear what your current, everything that you've currently got equipped. We don't have anything on the head, the neck, the ring, fingers, the 2 rings, waist yet. And then we'll also be able to have artifacts eventually, which are good for big bonuses and a power. Okay, also one other thing under appearance. Here you can specify, like, if you've got a helmet or something on your head or something around your neck or anything really that you don't want to see, you can turn it off. Like, you can disable all visuals. See that right here? Disable all visuals. That will make it so that your character, like if you turn it off for your head, he'll always look like this. Like, he'll never have a helmet on. And there are a lot of things that you can do to, like, change your appearance or keep your appearance looking a certain way if you want. I'll explain more about that in future videos as we have more things to play with, but there's under fashion, there's different things you can do for gear that you have. Anyway, that's that stuff. There was one other thing I wanted to show you. Under items, there's this lit up thing next to collections. As you find more and more things in the world, there are all these different collections of different things. And from what I understand, the collections don't actually add up to any bonuses or anything. They're just collections. They're just things you can collect. So for those of you that are like completionists, like you have to finish every single thing, this shows you all the different things you can collect. And you can even see by location, like where they are by location, so you know where to find them. Yeah, it tells you how to get certain things. So for those of you that are into completing every single thing or collecting every single thing, that's where to look for that stuff. So I think we're at my 20 minutes. I'm gonna ride up to the next thing up here. You know what? No, I'm not. I'm gonna go back and I'll just leave it at Doom Guide. What's his face? What's his bucket? Because that's a good stopping point. All right, snappers, thanks for tuning in if you did, and I hope to see you next time. We're level 3 now, and we shall next go rescue some more of those stupid Doom Guides, consecrate some fields, fight some more undead. All right, see you next time.